After my last couple videos, I've had a lot of people ask, okay, but how do you actually price a drone job? Because it's one thing to say you're undercharging, and it's another thing to know what to charge instead. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly how I price drone jobs now. The biggest change I made, I stopped pricing the flight and started pricing the job. And the way I do that is I break everything down into line items. The first thing I look at is fieldwork. This is everything involved in actually going out and capturing the data. You're setting up your drone, checking your systems, planning the mission, and making sure you capture clean, usable data the first time. What drone are you flying? What level of accuracy does the job require? Are you dealing with PPE, safety briefings, restricted areas, unknowns on arrival? Because all of that changes how the job gets executed. So the question becomes, what is it worth for me to show up and execute this correctly? Not just fly, execute. For me, that usually starts somewhere around $300 to $500 minimum and goes up quickly depending on the job. For the simplest, quickest jobs, I'm not leaving the house for less than $350. And part of that is just being honest about what I'm doing with my time. It's not that I'm too good for lesser paying work. If I'm out chasing small jobs all day, I'm not marketing higher end services. I'm not pursuing premium work, and I'm not building the kind of business I actually want. You only have so many days to work. You've got to be intentional about how you use them. The next thing I look at is airspace. Are you going to be working in controlled airspace? Are there altitude limits? Do you need approvals before you even take off? Because that can completely change how the job gets planned and executed. So I price that separately. Airspace authorization, about $250. LAANC, around $75. And I know some people will say, LAANC is easy. Why would you charge for that? And honestly, that kind of proves the point from my earlier video. Just because it feels easy doesn't mean it should be cheap. It ain't easy, pal. We just make it look that way. If you know how to use LAANC, you've already invested time understanding airspace, how to operate in controlled environments, and how to safely limit your altitude based on grid restrictions. That's not nothing. That's exactly what the client is paying for. Next is travel. How far are you going? How long are you on the road? Is this a quick trip, or are you committing an entire day? Because if it's not local, getting there is part of the job. For me, that's typically somewhere in the $300 to $750 range, depending on the job. And that's not just gas. You're factoring in your fuel, wear and tear on your vehicle, the opportunities you're passing up for time on the road, and sometimes hotels if you need to be there early or stay flexible. There's a reason companies and even the government pay per diem, because once you're traveling, you're working. Then comes processing. This is where a lot of people undercharge. You're taking what you captured and turning it into something the client can actually use. And sometimes that's not as straightforward as it sounds. You're building models, validating results, and solving problems. So for me, processing usually lands somewhere in the $300 to $600 range, depending on complexity. And finally, deliverables. What are you actually handing the client at the end? Because that's what they're really paying for. Raw data is one thing, but once you start delivering something usable, that's where the value really shows up. So for me, anything beyond raw data typically starts around $250 and goes up depending on what I'm delivering. Data has value, but usable data has a lot more. Whether that's a clean orthomosaic, a 3D model, volumetric calculations, or a formatted report. That's the part the client is actually using, and that needs to be priced accordingly. So instead of throwing out one number, I build it like this: fieldwork, airspace, travel, processing, and deliverables. And when you add those up, you get a number that actually reflects the job. And those are just baseline numbers. From there, your work should scale based on complexity, travel, and what the client actually needs. If you watch my last couple videos, that's exactly what I didn't do. I just threw out a number and hoped it made sense. If you're undercharging, it's usually not because your numbers are wrong. It's because you're not accounting for everything. Stop pricing the flight, start pricing the job. I'm Steve with Drone Services of Kansas City. If this helped you out, consider liking and subscribing. I've got more videos coming on real-world drone work and how to build a professional drone business. Thanks for watching.